I just wanted to just do a quick overview of some of the key resources, especially for students when they are on campus that they have access to. So one of the main ones, well, two actually, are the academic advising opportunities that they have. So each student will be assigned an advisor, and once they have declared their major, they also have a dedicated advisor within their college, like of their major. So that's something really important to keep in mind, because if students are unsure of whether or not they should drop a class, or if they should be registering for certain classes that they want to take, but they're not sure if it's going to fit in within their degree, or if they're just struggling in general with keeping up with their course load. Those are the key people that they will want to meet with and be in communication with, because those are the people that are going to be able to advise them on what to do to make sure they're successful academically. And then there's the Academic Success Center, which has a lot of support resources for students academically. There's also the 24-hour medical center. So I know that as parents, a lot of parents are really concerned about, what if my student gets sick or injured, hurt, or just needs medical advice. Students do have access to a medical center that has a call center 24 hours a day, every day. So if they are, hurt in the middle of the night and are unsure of what to do, they can call that number. Also, for transportation, not all students might have a way to move around on their own. Fortunately, on campus, students have access to the Beaver bus, which runs on a schedule, but is free to students to move around within the Corvallis area. And there's also this program called CAMP, which is for the migrant program students. So any student who has a migrant worker background, or parents who are migrant workers, this is a program that will really support those students to make sure that they are academically successful, but also that they have access to resources that they need to perform well in school. They have their own special advising staff and faculty, and also they have equipment available to lend to students. And I think they also have their own sort of financial aid programs and opportunities. And I think that can even include study abroad opportunities for those students. And there's the Career Development Center, which will support students in finding jobs, applying for jobs, building their resumes, writing cover letters, or even just planning ahead for a future career in the field that they're studying. So that's a really great resource for students who are really eager to get into their field, and even just finding internships. Then there's also the Disability Access Center, services. It's the acronym at OSU is DAS. That's a really great resource for students with diagnosed disabilities who may need some accommodations while on campus, whether it be for their courses, for events on campus, or living arrangements. That would be the place to go. And then there's also the EOP program, or Educational Opportunities Program, which also provides a lot of different resources for students to make sure that they are educationally successful, and also just are fitting into student life on campus. Some of these programs we're actually going to be presenting more in detail next week. So if you are interested in tuning in and learning more in detail what these programs do, I welcome you to join us next week. And I'm actually not going to open up that link, but I would advise, if you want to see the long list of resources that OSU offers, that is the URL that I would welcome you to access, just because there's a long, long, long list of resources of all kinds on there. It has links and information about each program. I do just want to reiterate that these are OSU programs. Your student might not be going to OSU, and that's okay. Just know that other universities have similar types of programs. They might go by a different name, but you could probably find that information and of those resources on their website.
Just remind parents or let them know that through the Disability Access Services is also, if your student has an IEP from high school, that can follow them into college, and you would work with that that Disability Access Service and take the student's IEP, and the college will make accommodations that are connected with their high school IEPs in most cases.
I also wanted to just share this page just because it has some of the information about a lot of other resources on campus that are pretty important to students, especially during their first year, to get to know the Office of Financial Aid in case they're having any troubles with their student loans, with any scholarships that they were expecting to receive, or just have any questions about their billing. That would be a great place to get in contact with, especially if they have a private scholarship coming out from outside of the university. That's a place they would want to get in touch with to let them know, hey, I was expecting the scholarship to come in from McDonald's or whatever it is, and they're not seeing it. They would want to be in touch with them to make sure that gets into their account. Again, these are resources from Oregon State University. So you're going to find that there's also the registrar's office, the admissions office, student accounts, that calendar that you saw earlier with the important dates. That's the link that you can find those dates. And every year that's going to change. So, you know, that website is going to be updated with those important dates for every term and every school year. And then there's also the degree partnership program, which we're going to talk a little bit more about in a bit. But there's a website with more information for students who want to be dual enrolled with a community college and the university.